Hey guys, GameBoy30 here once again. We're in Beam, and I've got some updates to show for my upcoming pack. And this preset should be working. It's for the front engine. That's right, I'm working on the front engine now if you haven't seen last video. And it's pretty odd, I will say so myself. Take a look at this. And pay no attention to the engine props, they are just cursed. As is this whole mod, but let's go to the parts menu. And we can go to engine, front to rear. And if we go to it, we see we have a lot of engine options now. We have the one front one and a lot of rear ones. These are all either in my pack or in the main mod, so everyone should have them if you have the adjustable add-ons pack, so they shouldn't conflict with anything. And the main reason I did this is so that if you wanted to let the truck be completely normal, you could. It's a little bit redundant, but it works. Redundant because you still have the normal CRD chassis. But yeah. Now let's go back to the front mounted engine since that's what this is all about. And the reason why I added all the engines is because with this chassis, it still has access to the diesel fuel tank, but the diesel engine wouldn't fit here, so I made it so it would. If we go to engines, we now have a new header option for down sweeps. So take a look at this. These are pretty cool. Blaze let me use these for this engine mod. It's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and give it a body so that we can get some cool retro look. Let's use the El Toro Loco body. So now we'll have a pretty cool looking Chuck Warner El Toro Loco, right? Pretty sure that's who drove this. And before you ask where's all the other headers, I only do the headers that don't clip the chassis because obviously there's a lot more. I forget where I was going with it. There's a lot more headers that are for the normal Merlin engine, but they would just clip the chassis because, you know, the rear mount position and the front mount position, the chassis bars are in completely different place. So, slight brain fart there, but that's why. But the down sweep headers don't clip anything, so that's why they're included now. You will need to have Blaze Pack included if you want to have them have a texture. I don't know what there would be mapped to otherwise. But yeah, this is a pretty cool look here. You can get some actually cool vintage trucks now. So let's see, we could go ahead and put on the old Maxty body and have a pretty realistic look there. That's pretty cool looking, if I do say so myself. Still cursed, but cool. And before anybody asks, I guess, yeah, I can do it here. Before anybody asks, yes, the engine is actually there. The weight is actually over the front tires. If we look in the back, there's nothing for the engine, except for the props, but they will be fixed before released. So that's the update for the front engine. If you ask, yes, I have tried making the front engine option just a normal engine slot, but because of the changes to the chassis that are required to get this to work, it would mean that, yes, it would spawn, but it would spawn with all the regular chassis bars still in place and all the Lexans still in place, and it would be a lot of clipping. It would not look good. The goal for this is to get it to look and work good. And, you know, with a body like this that covers up the engine bay, it doesn't look any different at all. It does handle different, though. One thing I am going to try to do is get the, like, metal plating that's inside the cab to extend over the hole where the engine used to be, so that you're not like just looking straight through the truck into bare ground on a truck with no roof. Oh, rip. There we go, made it over. A one car piece might kill us all, but that's an odd thing. If you get the suspension piece knocked over in the Max D body, it looks like it gets stuck on the other side. Let's reset the map. It is really cool. I made the downsweep headers a little bit louder and a little bit smokier so that you could easily tell which headers you got. All the other headers still work fine. So here's the MagnaFlows. And if we put on the rear engine, we do not lose any compatibility. And you can see right there, as soon as we put on the normal engine, the chassis has returned completely to normal with all the bars and Lexan in place. And the engine itself still gets all of its additional add-ons from my packs, so we still get the adjustable stuff and the hater headers and the adjustable radiator and stuff. That's all still there. So if you want, you could just use this as a new default CRD chassis and just have a front engine mount option. And just to prove that you can still put in the diesel engine, now let's not do it on a truck with a roof because that'll just clip the roof. Let's put it on the Silverado. So engine, diesel engine still in place, and it keeps the front looking completely normal. So very compatible. It's got all my engines, and this is a good template actually for putting in more front engines, like the Ford engine, or I got some cursed request to do a front engine diesel. Oh, I have found a problem though. Is that just because, yeah, there we go. That's just because I was looking at some parts menu thing. And when you do that, it highlights the part, and that can sometimes make it disappear. There we go. Easy fix. As for other changes, as I said before, we got the adjustable hooker headers for the 662 V8. And that's still in place. I'm going to keep that in. Some people liked it, so I'll leave it in. There was a question from last video of whether I should leave it in or not. And that's going to be about it. New front engine options, and new chassis options for that front mountable chassis. And that'll be it. Shorter video than usual, but that's all I have to show for today. I'll probably keep working on this. And yes, before you ask, I have tried putting in two engines, like one in front, one in back. And while it did spawn, it was completely broken. Like the drivetrain just didn't know what to do. And then if you try to select like two of the same parts, it'll just crash the game. It was hilarious though, so I'll have a screenshot up in the corner. You can see what that looked like. I made the most confusing truck to drive of all time. That'll be it from now though. If you guys enjoyed, please do go ahead and leave a like, favorite, comment, share, and of course don't forget to subscribe as well. Thanks, BeamNG out, and we'll see you all in the future. Goodbye.